Hello everyone, welcome to MCQs for Judiciary Exams. Question number 1. Which of the following are considered valid grounds for granting bail? Option A. Preparing a defense strategy and gathering evidence. Option B. The severity of the punishment in the case of conviction. Option C. The likelihood of a guilty verdict. And option D. The defendant's financial status. The correct answer is option A. The Allahabad High Court in Asha v. State of UP clarified that preparing a defense strategy and gathering evidence are valid grounds for granting bail as they ensure a fair trial. The court emphasized that at the stage of considering bail, the focus should be on whether the accused has a reasonable chance to prepare their defense and not on the severity of the punishment or speculation about guilt. The court's ruling underlines the importance of allowing the accused a fair opportunity to gather evidence for a proper defense. Question number 2. Which of the following does the Juvenile Justice Act 2015 take precedence over? Option A. Only the criminal laws. Option B. All laws concerning children in conflict with the law. Option C. Only laws regarding juvenile detention. And option D. Laws concerning child protection. The correct answer is option B. The Allahabad High Court ruled that the Juvenile Justice, Care and Protection of Children Act 2015 overrides all other laws in matters related to children in conflict with the law. The court emphasized that this includes apprehension, detention, prosecution or imprisonment and no other law can supersede it when dealing with such matters. The principle was established in the case of Pawan Kumar and another versus State of UP and 4 others where the court upheld the overriding nature of the JJ Act in these contexts. Question number 3. Which of the following is the best suited to fill in the blank? Consent is said to be free when it is not caused by option A. Coercion or undue influence. Option B. Fraud or misrepresentation. Option C. Misrepresentation or cheating. And option D. All the above are correct. The correct answer is option A. Consent is said to be free when it is not caused by coercion or duress, undue influence, fraud, misrepresentation or mistake depending on the legal framework. The best fit in the blank for a general perspective is often coercion, as the core principle of free consent is the absence of any form of pressure or manipulation that would remove a person's free will. Question number 4. Under Section 45 of the Evidence Act, the opinion of the expert can be for option A. Handwriting or finger impression. Option B. Foreign law, science or art. Option C. Both A and B. Option D. Neither A nor B. The correct answer is option C. Section 45 of the Indian Evidence Act allows for expert opinions to be considered in cases relating to handwriting, finger impressions, foreign law, science and art. Expert qualification only individuals with specialized knowledge, skill or experience in the relevant field can be considered experts under this section. Relevance to the case. The expert opinion must be relevant to the matter at hand and help the court understand complex issues. Third, cross-examination. Opposing counsel has the right to cross-examine the expert witness to test their credibility and the validity of their opinion. Question number 5. Under Section 6 of the Limitation Act 1963, the limitation for a person who is entitled to initiate a suit is extended if option A. A person is a pauper. Option B. A person is ignorant of his legal rights, legal remedies. Option C. A person is seriously ill. And option D. A person is a minor or insane or an idiot. The correct answer is option D. Under Section 6 of the Limitation Act 1963, the limitation period for instituting a suit or making an application for the execution of a decree is extended if the person entitled to do so is a minor or insane or an idiot. It's the time for practice question. International organizations can institute proceedings before the International Court of Justice under option A. Advisory jurisdiction, option B. Special agreement Article 36, option C. Compulsory jurisdiction and option D. Contentious jurisdiction. Pin down your answers in the comment section below.